So I have been working since I was 16 years old, and let me tell you the reason why. I will never stop. Let me tell you what one of my biggest fears is. Just imagine this. Imagine it, okay? You find a man, he's amazing, he's making great money, and he wants to take care of you for the rest of your life. And you decide, cool, I just get to be home, raise the kids, he's gonna be the hardworking man he is, and he's gonna take care of us. Now imagine 20 years later, he finds somebody else that's younger, more beautiful, and he leaves you.
Oh, so her husband divorced her, but it was like over TikTok drama. Hello everyone, I'm Alex and welcome back to another video. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Just so you guys know, YouTube have been unsubscribing people from this channel, and if you're new here, then welcome. Just check to see if you are subscribed, that'd be great. Also, there's new clothing coming out at the end of September. Do you want a date? 29th of September. Put it in your calendar, because if you forget, I'll be angry, and there'll be nothing left for you. Internetsensation.shop, there'll be hoodies, t-shirts, and socks coming out soon. I'm actually wearing the socks. That's the best view you're gonna get until the website releases. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the Gel Lady TikTok drama, which is something that I don't really understand. Oh, who is the Gel Lady? She's apparently mega famous. TikTok drama, well, I'm an expert in that. That's my whole life. Well, all the drama started after this video was posted.
So I have been working since I was 16 years old, and let me tell you the reason why. I will never stop. Let me tell you what one of my biggest fears is. Just imagine this. Imagine it, okay? You find a man, he's amazing, he's making great money, and he wants to take care of you for the rest of your life. And you decide, cool, I just get to be home, raise the kids, he's gonna be the hardworking man he is, and he's gonna take care of us. Now imagine 20 years later, he finds somebody else that's younger, more beautiful, and he leaves you.
She became the Gel Lady due to her hairstyle content, and then she also introduced her own line of hair gel, so she's selling her own, which is pretty cool. And then she made couples content with her husband. Okay, she made her husband famous. I'm starting to see where this is going. Questions about her marriage started popping up after she posted a vague video on August, where she spoke about a hypothetical situation where a hard-working husband basically went off with a younger woman. Alright, well, let's watch the rest of this video to see how this hypothetical situation plays out.
And you don't have a job, you don't have any ways to financially support yourself, you no longer have your youth, and now you're alone. That would be one of my biggest fears. And I know some of y'all are married to some great men, okay? But I wouldn't put nothing past nobody. Somebody might tell you today, hey, I love you, I would never, ever, ever, ever do that to you. But in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, people change. And that's the reason I will never stop working for my own money.
Well, she's got her head screwed on, to be honest. You know, it is good to just do your own thing, keep working, be self-reliant, because people might let you down. Now, the drama gets a bit weirder, as explained in this article here. Apart from Ashley Elliott's video on the hypothetical scenario, her followers noticed some other things. They noticed that all the content where the husband was featured had been removed from her TikTok feed, and she also stopped wearing her wedding ring. And then it gets like a bit weirder, because then she makes this video where she seems to like kind of deny it.
This is not my situation right now. I was just telling you the reason I will always work and why I would teach my daughter not to depend on a man financially. This has nothing to do with me. I literally brought up a scenario saying if you were married to a man for 20 years, you've never had a job, you've never had any skill sets because you thought he would take care of you for the rest of your life. And imagine if he left you for somebody else. It was a scenario. It's a scenario that has scared me since I was a girl.
Okay, so ignoring that it's a bit weird that she's like obsessed with the idea that her husband's gonna leave her. The like related search on this video says Ashley's husband's side chick. I guess we found out what's gone wrong.
I remember telling a man that if I ever lost them, I would die. And bitch, I'm still alive.
Okay, well then that also fills in a bit more context. I think we're getting closer to figuring out maybe what might have happened.
There are two reasons you guys will not hear me share what has happened within my marriage here on my platform. The first reason and the most important reason is I have two small children that will see everything I put out here one day. All I want them to know is they have a mommy that loves them and a daddy that loves them. The second reason is that when you love somebody, the last thing you want to do is intentionally hurt them. And I absolutely love my husband. That doesn't just go away. I know you guys are seeing so much right now, and there's so many accusations and there's so many assumptions. And I can assure you, not all of it is true. And as you guys can see, it doesn't matter if you delete a video 3 seconds after posting it. Somebody's already screen recorded it, and now it's out there for everybody to see.
It's interesting because here the explanation says, even after Ashley Elliot did not disclose anything privately, another woman who goes by the name Monique fueled the topic on August when she posted a video where she was holding a newborn baby and a man was lying next to them on the bed, facing away from the camera. She then referred to him as the father of her child. Some of the followers mistook the man for Elliot's husband and got concerned that this was probably what the jail lady was hinting at. Monique, who's a sex worker, came forward and spoke about the situation. She then vaguely claimed that Elliot's husband was one of her clients, but they've never met in person and only communicated virtually. Hang on, so she just like outed a man for what? I guess paying for some form of service that she has when he's got like a wife and kids. I want to just ruin their life in a TikTok video.
I don't have a lot of time to say what I want to say because I am currently evacuating for a hurricane, but I do want to kind of touch on it. First, I want to say that I am not blasting this girl's business. She is quite literally blasting herself. And I'm not coming for her for crying on the internet because honestly, who hasn't? Because I sure as hell have. Being a mom is quite hard sometimes, but it's also the biggest blessing of your life. And I'm not about to see this girl do it all alone over something that she thinks is bigger than what it is. That's my opinion. I don't know what else is going on in their home. I don't know what side of the story he gave her, what he has said or not. And if she doesn't want to reach out, that's fine. I'm not the kind of woman that says, don't come at me as a woman. If you have a question, feel free to ask, and I will decide if I want to answer or not.
I'm sorry, but how is this woman taking, like, the high ground here? She's gone, oh, I really don't want you to, like, raise your kid alone, but I have, like, revealed information that is now going to end up with you guys getting a divorce, and it's clearly a huge deal to you. Which I guess, if it's a huge deal, it's better to know, right? It's better to know that this is going on. I just think the fact that this woman did it publicly in response to her videos being like, oh, I can see you guys are like kind of, hinting at divorce. She's deleted her videos. Let me just out the fact that this guy like buys my OnlyFans or something. That is mental behavior. It is none of your business. Should have just stayed out to it. And now you're going, oh, I can't believe you're going to be like a single mother. Hey, you played a part in that. But it's also a bit mental that she's evacuating for a hurricane whilst trying to ruin some lady's life for clout.
While the first time she came at me was not crazy and I did respect it, I did get a little when I started seeing things like, I'm gonna raise my daughter to be da-da-da-da, when all I have is daughters. And I posted that video because when she gave that scenario of a man taking care of his family and then leaving, it was very relatable for me. My man didn't leave me, but he does take care of his family. Hey, mama! First of all, I want to make it very clear we did not meet up in person. Second of all, even though there was communication, I think there was a reason. I don't feel like this man is heard, and now I feel like he's being slightly bashed on the internet.
Oh my god, this is none of your business. What am I watching? I don't think I've ever seen something where I feel like private details of somebody's life are being grossly exposed under this like way where she's trying to pretend like it's for anything other reason than like being famous. She's upset that she made a comment about, I guess, not raising her kids to be sex workers. Seems to have taken it personally and now it's like doing what she can to use her job to ruin her life, which is actually just going to do even more damage to the way that people view that career. So well done. But to like be saying this stuff about somebody's personal relationship due to something like that, I'm sure you must have like private like confidentiality with the people you're working with. I guess not, clearly. This just seems like a really dumb idea. But she looks stupid, so that's not a surprise.
And she might not be wrong for this. She might have a whole different image of what's going on. I'm not saying what he did is right. Everybody has different morals, but in my eyes, I saw it as something else that she probably doesn't see it as. What I saw was a man who was not heard, and he wanted to be heard and understood. He did mention multiple times that he did try to communicate these things, but obviously they weren't heard if I see that it's still going on. He didn't have to say that.
Why are you putting this on the internet? Like, he sent this to you privately, I guess also paid for it, and you're just sat there being like, well, I've seen her videos that are just kind of about her life, and I've decided that I'm just going to get involved. That's crazy. She never even mentioned her husband. She kept everything off the internet. And you got this like random stranger just like dishing out all the details because she feels vaguely attacked in a video that nobody would have linked to her, which is just so strange. It's very weird that somebody would like involve themselves as much in something that I guess sort of involves them, but like publicly it wasn't needed. If you really feel this way, send her an email, you know, get in contact with her privately about her husband, you know, but you weren't going to do that. You just saw this as a great opportunity to, I guess, get your work out there when you should be kind of evacuating for a hurricane. Your kids are in the house. Get packing. Get packing quickly. Do your actual job as a mum that you seem to care so much about, apparently, which is why you've made this strange video.
There was also many comments that would say the things that he was feeling because it was just very obvious. And while it did make the content good for y'all, if it feels emotionally or mentally exhausting for somebody, I would try to hear that out because that might lead to other things that you don't want. After hearing this video, would it be worth twirling your whole family if he never did what you felt like in that scenario, leaving or cheating on you? My opinion, if he was lacking in other areas of the home and didn't want to make content, okay, then what the hell?
Oh my god, this woman really is knees deep in stuff that really has nothing to do with her. Why are you giving them advice on like how they run their business and do their work and stuff? Why are you doing that? I mean, this is why you shouldn't try and bring as much stuff to the internet as possible. You should try to keep it offline. But the fact that like it seems like they relatively tried to do that, you know, deleted a few videos here and there, and then this woman thought she'd come in and like stick up for the husband. You've ruined his life in the process, by the way, which is how I know that she isn't sticking up for him. There's no way that he wanted this from her because this has just caused a huge drama, and now this will forever be on the internet. When the kids look back at this, and she talks about how she loves her kid, and she keeps on like using her kid as like a bit of a flex, which is fascinating. You know, having children, by the way, isn't an achievement, guys. Literally any fucking idiot can do it. So when you go, oh, look, I'm a mother, it's like, okay, that means nothing. Sorry, it's not impressive. It's not. You know, she's going, look, oh, my kid, come over here, show him in the video. It's like, hey, you're currently making a video where you're like divulging details that have been shared with you privately about a relationship that you're now posting publicly on the internet for no other reason other than for attention, okay? Like, that is like clearly apparent. Just weird behavior.
But if he is there for the children, if he is there for you, then if this is something you find enjoyable, and even if it's not enjoyable for you, but if it's something you're good at, I understand he's your partner, but notice how my house is getting trashed right behind me in less than 3 minutes. I do wish their family well. It's hurricane season. I want her to know her man loves her. He made that very known.
It's so funny reading the comments because you got stuff like, I saw it as something else. Baby, every single side chick is visually impaired. You're a home wrecker. It is what it is. I'm not mature enough for this. I would have been at her door. The fact that she's doing all this while evacuating for a hurricane just so how she is doing this all for clout. Everybody has different morals. Girl, evacuate for the hurricane before you piss me off. And then her bio says home wrecker, apparently, which, well, that says it all. What a classy individual. Just crazy to see like a whole relationship crumble almost instantaneously over TikTok, you know? Because the side chick decides to divulge loads of personal information in a situation that really should be kept quiet, and if she cared so much about, should have been discussed privately with the people involved, not in a 3-minute TikTok video that anybody can watch and see. People on the internet give me the fear. Why do they share everything? Why do they share everything? And why do they act like having children is impressive? It's not. Can we stick on that one, by the way? I want to really make that clear by the end of this video. If you have kids and you go around going, oh, look, I did something. You didn't do anything. You know, most people can do it or will do it at some point, you know, and arguably you're annoying if you do because your kids are probably as annoying as you are. Well, thank you guys for watching. I greatly appreciate this. I don't know if there's going to be anything more about the gel lady on TikTok. In all honesty, I had no idea who she was before this. But now I know loads of details about a relationship that I shouldn't be involved in. So thank you, internet. That's very cool. Before we move on, I wanted to let you guys know that these are coming out officially on the 29th of September. So please, if you want to go get one, keep an eye out. All right, well, that's the end of this gel lady video. Bye. Why did I do that? Okay, sorry. Bye.